So one of the pain points that we've experienced as a small agency doing a lot of creative is working off of one ChatGPT or working off of a ChatGPT team setting. So what happens is it gets really tough to have multiple prompts, different projects, different workspaces kind of shared across multiple ChatGPTs. So what you're looking at here is something that we're testing currently right now, and it really seems to solve so far a lot of these issues. So it's called team-gpt.com, and it looks something like this. So what's really nice about it is I can go into settings. I can go ahead and add different members. I can also add different AI modules. So I have APIs. So I've got Google's Gemini. I've got you know what I mean, and OpenAI. So all of these are set up with APIs, and then what happens is that when you start to work the system, you can switch between those, so you can kind of test different prompts between different AI modules. You can obviously go in and do custom instructions for each one of your projects, which is really nice. So let's say you do have a persona. You can see this is my personal one, and then you can build out different personas for each client. Or each different project you might have inside of the company, which is nice. So kind of let's go back to projects here. And then after here, you can go ahead and start making different projects. So you can see here, I've got, Invest Guru, which is our newsletter. And I can have different, this is a different workspace, so I can have different prompts customized inside of here. So I can just pull those up. There's also some pre-built ones. I can also privatize some of these if I want to, but if I want the team to have these so that if I have to ask one of my copywriters to go in and make something, they are armed with the prompts that we use, and they're going to be able to start really not from scratch. You can also go to the workspace and then add different stuff in here. So this is now, hey, here's past newsletters, how we've done them. Here's the tones, here's files. So it really helps out in terms of keeping your world organized. On top of looking at reporting, like who is using the most, how active are you guys? Was there a date on a certain point that you guys did more or less of? So again, this is something that we've experienced has been a bit of an issue using some of these OpenAI's platform, or even like DeepSeek's. If you look at this, I mean, there's really no team setting inside of here. Plus the cost, right? So when I have a team account for ChatGPT or OpenAI, I have to pay for each person. So it gets pretty expensive if I have like a 5 or 6 person team and I want them to all have access. But ultimately, instead of it looking like this, right, and having different projects, I can have projects inside of ChatGPT. If I pull this up here, I can have projects, but they're not shared across the team, right? So it's just only I'm seeing these. So again, that's great if you just do everything by yourself, right? But in a workspace or a team setting, I think it really does benefit having, custom workspaces for each one of these projects that your team can then access, so that if they need to go in and create an email, a LinkedIn post, they're pulling from the same stuff that you're pulling from, and you're training each one of these projects to get smarter and smarter. So I strongly recommend checking this out. Now I got mine through AppSumo, so I got a lifetime deal, but it's still, in terms of cost, if you've already got API set up for some of these AI models, this really is a very cool system to help organize kind of your AI strategy when it comes to your team. Hey, if you have any questions or you want to jump in and think about how to kind of build out your systems for your company, go to pre-IPOhype.com right now. Talk to me. We build out these types of flows and funnels and systems for startup companies just like you. All right, we wish you well. Thanks.